Hi YouTubers, this is Betty with Scrap Passion 01, and I want to share with you a scrapbook album that I created for my baby sister. She had her first baby and it's a boy. I have all girls in my immediate family, so I was so excited to create this scrapbook album for her and create it themed around a boy, which I was so excited. I'm so used to creating all girl projects. So this was very different for me, and I was very excited, and I was up for the challenge. The paper line that I used for this scrapbook album was the All Boys Stack and the Animal Crackers paper line by DCWV. And the theme of the album, she wanted Sesame Street. So let's get started. Here's the first page I created. I also used my Sesame Street Cricut cartridge to create some of the layouts. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. If you want any questions about anything that I did with this album, just PM me and I'll get the information to you. I don't want this video to be long and drawn out. But basically, you can see what I've done here. The detail I would like to bring out in this particular layout is the little boa, the yellow boa that I use right here. You know how Big Bird has the little hair flopping at the top of his head? So I wanted to create that same look. So that's why I used the boa to give that some texture right there on his top of his head, if you can see that. Also, I use my embossing folder, the dots embossing folder, to put some texture on the clouds there. And then all the layouts have a place to put like a 4x6 photo. So that's the first layout. Okay, and this is a 2-page layout. So here's the second page. And also on this particular layout, I used the little, what do you call that, the little bling here, or a little pearl center for the cheeks of the sun, to also give that some texture. And I used the same embossing folder for the clouds on this one as well. So let me give you a second look of that layout. And I'll also have some still photos at the end of the video so you can see more details of it. Okay, and this is the third layout. And it's simply titled It's a Boy. And I also use the Swiss dots. I love using the embossing folders when I do letters to just give it a little bit more character. You know, when you cut it out on your, I use my Cricut machine to cut the letters out. And the little bear, if you see here in the ears, I also use the embossing folder to give that some texture. And I added a little bow tie. And then I stamped this out, and it says announcing the arrival of, and she can write all of her information there. And I used the liquid pearls here to kind of accent that a little better. And then I put a cute little giraffe embellishment here. And here's a look at that one. Let's scoot this over a little bit. Okay. Alright, and that's that layer. Oh, also on the little bear, I put a little pearl, a little black pearl for his nose. I don't like to cut out those really small pieces on the Cricut, so I'll use something to give it a little bit more texture, and I wouldn't have to fool with those little bitty pieces. So that's what I did there. And here's the next layout. And what I did in particular to this layout, I use, what do you call it? Glossy accents, I think that's what that is, on the soap to give it also some texture. And I cut little Grover out, and if you see Grover, he also was embossed with the embossing folder to give him a little texture there. And I used some little bubble embellishments there. And I also put it on the ribbon there. And I have a little ducky embellishment as well. So that's that one. And also some buttons there at the top I used. And here's the next one. C is for cookie. On this particular layout, I use glossy accent, not glossy accents, I use stickles. I use orange stickles on the letters to bring it out a little more. And then here I use my embossing folder. I just put a little shape there in the corner and use the orange stickles to make it shine and pop out a little more. I also use the stickles on the cookies that the Cookie Monster is holding. And for the photo mat, I use some twine. I'll let you see that the stickles a little better. Here's the little, and here's the Cookie Monster here. Okay, and I'll do one last shot on that one. Okay, and here's the next layout. It's all boy. And I wanted to put a big photo. You know, when you have your first baby, you may take some professional pictures. And so I wanted to put a mat where she can use a bigger photo of her baby. So that's why I included that big photo there. And then I have the little monkey there. And I think the cartridge this one was from was, I don't know, I want to say Doodle Charms, but I may be wrong on that. And that's this layout. Or was it, no, it was from Creator Critter. That's the Cricut cartridge it was from, Creator Critter. Okay, and next. And this one is titled, And the Story Begins. And I really like how this layout turned out. This one was really cute. Really like this. Of course, I used the Cricut cartridge, the Elmo, on this one. And I used some button embellishments there at the top of the page. And I used this cute little doggy. He is too cute. I love him. So I included that as part of the little photo mat. So I really like that page and how that one turned out. Okay, and here's the next one. A boy and his toys. And also I used the embossing folder as usual to emboss the letters. Yeah, if you can see that. This one was the, I don't know if that'll focus, but that one was the swirls embossing folder. And then I cut the little choo-choo train out. I can't remember what cartridge that one was from. It may have been Creator Critter. I'm not sure which cartridge that was from. Okay, and here's the next one. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. This one is titled Best Seat in the House. And that little image came from, I think, Mo's digital pencil. And I colored him up and I paper pieced the socks. So this is one of my favorites. I love this one. And that's a little monkey embellishment there. Here's the image. But this is, I believe, it's one of my absolute favorites. It's that one. And here's the next one. I like this one too. A Perfect 10. I really like this one. On this title as well, I use stickles to make it kind of pop out a little more. I'll try to get a close-up of that if you can see that. And I like how the count turned out. So this is also one of my favorites. And I like the little star embellishment there. So that's that one. And here's the last one, and this one is a 2-page layout as well of Oscar the Grouch. And I like how this one turned out too. I used some trim there at the top, some blue trim with the pom-pom chocolate trim. And I used some cute little embellishments there at the top. And so I thought that gave it a little, cute little touch. So, that's out of frame. Let me get that in frame for you. And that's that layout. And here's the second page. And I used the same, some of the similar embellishments there at the top. But the only one different on this one is the little robot there. So that's that one. And then I have one more. This is my last one. All little boys have to have the haircut layout. So this one is titled My First Haircut. And also, the daddy is a barber, so he's gonna love this. So, the kind of scissors here is messed up. Let me fix it. It kind of got twisted when me handling it. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this is the last layout. So I tried to keep this video under 10 minutes, and I didn't manage to make it, but that's okay. I'll have some still photos at the end. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.